So, one of my favorite makers, Walther, and their 22. Curious to see how this thing would run. Back from the range with it, and gotta say it was a lot of fun. You get the full-size feel of a PPQ 5-inch, but you get to run inexpensive, low recoiling, and easy to find nowadays 22 ammo. I'm gonna roll in the footage. You guys can see how it does. Of course, like most 22s, it was a little bit picky about some ammo types. You'll see that in the What's for Dinner test. I'm going to shut up and roll in that footage and let you guys take a look while I finish cleaning this thing.
Alright, so today we are shooting a gun that I'm particularly excited about. It is the Walther PPQ M2 5-inch barrel 22 long rifle, and we're going to start with a full mag +1. So, +1. The full mag is 12 rounds, by the way. Alright. Oh, got a jam first. Didn't want to. Oh, it's amazing how quickly those rounds go through.
So with the Walther PPQ 5-inch 22, be running a variety of rounds through it. What's for dinner style. The full mag +1 will be with the Remington Buckado bullets, golden bullet, that's a 36 grain. And then thanks to Aguila, we've got quite a variety of load types. Maddie will be telling you what they are before each one's shot. But just like with 9mm and other rounds, you can see that they all have slightly different bullet profiles and overall lengths. And of course, they generate different types of energy depending on their velocity and weight. That's why some 22s run with some rounds.
All right, so to start this off, we're going to start with Aguila's Super Maximum 30 grain copper plated bullet, 5 rounds to check function. Let's see. Function's fine to me. Now we're up with American Eagle's 38 grain copper plated, high velocity, 5 rounds.
Pretty soft ejection, but it ran.
Next up we have Aguila's Super Extra Standard Velocity 40 grains lead bullet, 5 rounds. Oh, just a little snug there. Now we've got Aguila's Interceptor, which is a 40 grain copper plated bullet, high velocity. So we'll see how these 5 rounds do.
Should be reliable and less lead fouling because of the copper plating.
We'll see.
Oh, that was just a magical jump. That popped right back in. I think we're gonna have to do a slow-mo replay of that.
God, you can smell the burning on that one.
Keep going. Something wasn't right with that one.
Is it bad that it's still a smoking barrel? Woo! Alright, next up we have Aguila's 22 Super Extra High Velocity 40 grain copper plated bullet with Aguila Prime. Let's see how well this works.
I think we lost a round.
Flawless 5. Cci Mini Mag 22 long rifle, copper plated round nose 40 grain bullet. 5 rounds. This is fun. It's every time. All right, we have last but not least Aguila Sniper Subsonic, which is a 60 grain.
Big old fat lump of lead in a short case.
This is gonna be interesting.
That slide was barely moving.
Oh.
We got a failure to extract.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so we had a failure to extract. We got that fixed. The round was a little mangled from the process, so we got 3 fresh rounds in there to see how it continues.
Yikes.
Might be too soft for this gun.
I would say it might be.
All right, so subsonic, 60 grain, not quite running in the PPQ Q5 22 M2. Now for 5 shots from 7 yards using Aguila's Super Extra High Velocity 40 grain. This was the fire spitter that this gun seemed to like most.
All right, so today we were shooting the Walther PPQ M2 22 long rifle with the 5-inch barrel, which was very important. It's a gun that I specifically really badly wanted to try, and it was hard to get my hands on, so I was really excited to try this out today. Fiber optic sight, really easy to see, even though it's kind of nighttime here, and currently in Oregon we have this fire smog going on, but no problem seeing the front sight today. 12+1 capacity. More often than not, didn't have an issue firing with any of the ammunition. Primarily we were shooting with Aguila, and Aguila was nice enough to send me this awesome shirt as well. Grip feels good in the hand. Polymer frame, it's light, especially since it's 22 caliber. Trigger pull, nice, smooth. Reset, easy. Obviously no recoil, it's a 22. Overall, just a really fun gun. This is a fun gun. You're gonna have a good time.
So obviously, as you saw, Maddie was excited to get her hands on this thing. This is a gun that she'd been after for quite some time. I gotta say, this lightweight slide certainly helps a lot in cycling. This did better than most 22 semi-autos. I enjoy the ergonomics and feel of it. I think it's a good trainer. In fact, I'm probably going to use it to teach some new shooters because it feels like a modern fighting handgun, a PPQ, something that people choose for self-defense. And the trigger is close. It's pretty good. It's not quite, let me get something in there to protect the firing pin. By the way, I don't know if officially this chamber flag is meant to serve as it does, but it does fit. If you put a little pressure on there, you can try fire it. So the trigger, not quite your standard Walther, but pretty darn close. And it's certainly good enough for training and practice for all but the most serious of shooters. Even though it's hammer fired, or rather, maybe I should say, instead of even though it's hammer fired, it still feels like a Walther. Rather that Walther's striker fired triggers feel so close to hammer fire that this feels pretty darn close. But that's the PPQ 5-inch 22. Fun gun to shoot. Thanks for watching.